Good evening, friends. Welcome to this live interactive session on IndigoLearn. We have with us, two phenomenal students and individuals with us. Aathma and Sibi. Good evening, friends. Welcome to this live interactive session on IndigoLearn. We have with us, two phenomenal students and individuals with us. Welcome to this, Aathma and Sibi. Good evening, friends. Just give me a moment. All right. So, welcome friends once again. Sorry for a small technical glitch. I forgot to, mute my YouTube. So we were having double streaming. All right. So hopefully all of you are now able to hear me clearly and, we can start with the session. So firstly, a very warm welcome to both of you and, hearty congratulations to both of you. As a student, I always had this dream of not only clearing CA but coming out with flying colors, and in true sense both of you have done that. Probably I was able to achieve such a score only in one subject, accounting, though costing was always my favorite, but accounts was something in which I was able to get 87, though falling short by 5-6 marks when compared to you guys. So I would like to take this opportunity, and for the benefit of the other students also, all of us want to understand what did you do differently from the rest of the pack, and what actually helped you in kind of coming out with such phenomenal score in this subject. And especially as a faculty, I would also want to know what are the things that we should do and what are the things that we should avoid. So starting off with the first thing that comes to my mind is, how much time did you guys actually prepare for the exams? Generally the conception is someone who is getting such phenomenal marks, they must be spending 16 hours 17 hours a day. Is that right?
No, sir.
So Atmadarshini, how much time were you giving in for your preparation?
Sir, I used to spend nearly nine hours or 8 hours a day, sir.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
All right. So by many standards, students would say that you have studied for a very small period of time. Generally the misconception is 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. Good to hear that it is only 9 to 10. So like from how many months were you preparing for your examination?
Sir, I prepared for my group one for nearly 4 months, sir.
4 months. All right. So 4 months, about 9 to 10 hours of studies is what you had given it. Awesome. And what about you, Sibi?
Sir, I found a lot of time for group one.
Okay.
After clearing foundation in December 2021, I was doing only group one, sir, for the November 22 attempt. So I found a lot of time.
Okay.
And I spent around 40 days for castings.
Spent about 40 days for costing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So before we go into the details, how was your experience of appearing for the examination and the entire writing the exam, clearing, and the greetings and the wishes that you got after clearing? How was the entire experience and the journey for you, Sibi?
Yes, sir, it was a great achievement, sir. After looking at the marks. And main reason would be your classes, sir. They were so amazing.
No, that I
They
think
gave,
that would be the smallest of the reason, which we will come back to, towards the end. But I should say definitely it is, your dedication, your effort, and a lot of other things which are more specific to you and your preparation rather than generalizing and giving credit to the faculty. Yes, we contribute what we do in our way, but then at the end of the day it is you and your preparation and your effort that definitely is going to matter. What about Atmadarshini, your case? What was your feeling and what was your journey?
Sir, apart from the subjects, I learned a lot from appearing for this exam, sir. When we
And
study hard and without wasting time, no, we'll achieve, sir.
awesome, awesome. So, one question which I have for both of you, was costing your favorite paper or favorite subject out of all the subjects, or it just happened that you scored your highest in costing?
No, sir, I really like practical subjects very much, sir.
You like practical subjects very much. Okay. And what about you, Sibi?
I also like doing a lot of problems, sir, accounts related problems. And the casting was very interesting for me. The illustrations and questions, they were very interesting to solve. So that developed interest.
Okay, so let me ask you another honest question, both of you. Did you expect that you will get these many marks in this paper, or it just happened by chance that you ended up scoring a 90 or a 92?
After completing the exam, I expected that I'll be getting 85 or something above than that, sir.
Awesome. What about you, Sibi?
I expected above 80, sir.
You expected
I
about.
applied for 95 plus marks,
Mhm.
and I got 92.
Amazing. So you attempted about 95 marks and you got 90.
Yes, sir.
So generally, CA students and CA curriculum is such where you don't get pleasant surprises. So in both your cases, as I'm seeing, the surprise was a very pleasant one to have.
Yes.
Nice, nice. So, when did you actually, start preparing for costing? So when did you like attend the class for the first time? Was Indigo your first experience, or you also attended somewhere else and then attended Indigo classes, or you attended Indigo and then they did something else? So if I have to ask you, what was the effort or the preparation that went into for appearing for this exam and getting this kind of marks? So what would be your answer?
First, I started with the IndigoLearn lectures only, sir.
Okay.
Every chapter I was listening to the lectures very carefully, and simultaneously I was solving the IC study material questions, and thereby I did the subjects.
Okay. So, what about you, Atmadarshini?
Sir, before enrolling on IndigoLearn, I went to a coaching institute. I attended online classes in a private coaching institute, sir. And
Okay.
I really attended it for nearly 1 month something, sir. And I
Mhm.
had some health issues, so I was not able to prepare for my exam.
Okay.
And I came to know about IndigoLearn from an YouTube ad, sir. Then
All
I
right.
then I started preparing from IndigoLearn and cleared my exam.
Awesome. So, one personal question: do I look smart in the videos, or is it smarter live?
Yeah, it was nice, sir.
Huh?
Your expressions were nice, sir. Your way
No.
of teaching was nice.
Am I better in the recorded videos, or is it better live?
Live, sir.
Obviously, the specs are new, so you would tell. All right. So, question again to both of you: how much time did it take for you to practically complete the lectures at Indigo for costing? And did both of you actually go through the entire curriculum, or you just did some part and left? left out some topics.
Sir, for the theory first chapter, I did not study that very intensely
Okay.
because it has less weightage that from reason, and also it is easy to we forget them quickly. So I did that at last. First, I focused on practical subject, some oriented chapters, sir, right from material. And as I already told you, sir, I got a lot of time for preparation. So I patiently watched those lectures.
Okay.
And that's how I prepared, sir.
Perfect. So how many days would you say you took to complete the video lectures, or how many hours you had to spend to complete the costing lectures? If you have to give a rough estimate.
It would be less than a month, sir.
Okay. Less than?
Less than a month.
All right. All right. So you are watching at what, 1.25, 1.5 or 1?
I think most of the time I was watching at normal speed only, sir.
Awesome. What about you, Darshini?
Sir, I'll watch at 1.25 sometimes, and sometimes I'll be watching it once.
Theory topics 1.25. Practical sums 1.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. How much time did you spend in kind of attending and completing lectures?
Sir, nearly it took me a month to complete all the videos, sir. I never completed 100%, sir. In individual subjects or in individual chapters, I only completed 80 to 85% of the videos, sir.
Okay.
I'll complete all the ICA material related videos, sir, and then I'll work out sums on my own. And after doing all the RTPs and MTPs, I'll check with the videos.
Awesome. 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 So, what was your preparation strategy? So you kind of attended the video lectures while you were attending the classes, online and going through the videos. Were you, having some kind of habit of taking down notes, or I don't know. So what was your style of preparation? Or you made some summaries, or you had some highlights, or how did you, kind of strategize and prepare?
Sir, for costing, I did not make a lot of notes, sir.
You did not make, you made.
What, sir? I did not get it.
You made a lot of notes, or you did not make a lot of notes?
I did not make notes, sir.
Okay.
After listening to your lectures, I went to the study material questions and solved them, sir.
But what about the formulas and, especially topics like standard costing and all of them?
At that I made notes, sir. That I actually running notes I did not.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What about you?
Sir, I used to make note of all the important formulas and theories, sir. And I did not take running notes, sir.
Okay. Wonderful. So, how many revisions did you guys do? Was it like classes, one revision and exam, or how did you kind of break up your preparation?
Sir, after understanding the concepts and techniques in costing, I just solved only problems, sir.
Okay.
I did not again look at the concepts. As I understood the concepts very well, I just did a lot of problems in both.
So you watched the lecture, you understood it conceptually, and then you were solving more problems on that.
Yes.
So my question was, how many times have you done the revision? I'm not talking about how many times you watched the video. So obviously you watched the video once, and once you are clear with the concept, then probably how many times you came back to the subject and started solving problems on your own? You did 1 revision, 2 revision, or 3 revisions, or what?
3 to 4 revisions.
3 to 4. And what about you, Aathma?
Sir, after completing each chapter, sir, I'll solve the ICA material sums, sir. Then after completing all the subjects, sir, I again solve the ICA material sums once, sir. Then I directly went to RTPs and MTPs, sir.
Okay. But I think in the lectures and the videos which I have recorded, most of the ICI problems are covered.
Yes, sir.
All right. So ICI problems, RTPs, and MCQs.
MTPs, sir.
MTPs. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So did you guys also appear for some mock test or do some mock exams or any of that stuff?
No, sir.
No. What about Sibi?
Yes, sir. 2 to 3 mock tests.
2, 3 mock tests. So
No, I
question
also did a past exam question, sir.
past exam question.
Yes.
All right. So students, they always keep asking this question to me, and since you have got 90 plus, I'm assuming that you must have attempted more marks than what you have achieved. Obviously, you cannot get a score for less than the marks attempted. So time management during the examination is also a very critical factor, where most of the students they find it really difficult, and the feedback which students generally give is we were able to attempt only 70 or we were able to attempt only 80. So what are the do's and don'ts which you would give to your colleagues and friends and other students that one should focus on while writing the examination?
That 15 minutes reading time must be utilized well, sir. One has to make a choice of what he or she is going to attempt.
Okay.
And you need not give a thorough reading of questions, briefly understanding where the top questions are coming from, which topics are there in the question paper. And then after understanding the question paper, they can just start solving that question which they know the most.
So, is it necessary to do it in a specific order, or you can just start answering the ones that you like, leave some pages and do whatever you like? So, how did you go about it?
I just, for my casting exam, I did that question which I know the most. That is
Okay.
one question from contract casting, I think so.
Okay.
So not an order, not the order which questions are actually given in the paper. What I know best, first I written that, and then move to the complex ones.
Awesome. What about you, Darshini?
Sir, I went by the order in which the questions were asked in the question paper. Before, after selecting the questions that we write, sir, we should take short notes of all the important points given in the question, sir. While doing the answer, we should not again read the questions, sir.
That's a very interesting, way of reading the question. So, kind of highlight certain important things or scribble here and there whatever is important and necessary, so that you don't have to read the entire question and waste time again and again. Interesting. So, Darshini, what would you suggest in terms of managing time during the exam appearance?
So I'll wake by morning 5 o'clock, sir. At 5:30, I'll start the question paper, sir, and by 8:39, I'll complete the question paper, sir. Every day for 1 month, I did the same thing, sir. One day I'll be working costing paper, and the next day I'll be working accounts paper, sir.
Okay, so
So
1 month before the exam, every alternate day you are doing the previous year exam question papers.
yes, sir. RTP. One day I'll be doing costing RTP, and the next day I'll be doing accounts RTP, sir. And after completing all the RTPs, I went to mock test papers and then previous year question papers.
Okay. So in short, you appeared for the exam 15 times before you actually appeared for it. Awesome. So did you find, appearing for the mock test papers and RTPs useful as a preparation strategy?
Yes, sir. When we used to solve very difficult sums, no, sir, we'll be getting confident before the exam, so we'll be able to easily crack all the questions, sir.
Super, super, super. So, we spoke on, how to manage time during the exam. Now coming up, one step back, what advice would you give to your friends in terms of, preparation and how to spend time and how to strategize their, preparation for the examination?
Shall I answer?
So you can take this question first, yeah.
Sir, first the students have to understand the concepts thoroughly. The higher the number of concepts that they learn, the better will be their marks. And in order to remember the concepts well, they have to solve those problems because those concepts are tested in the form of questions. They have to do a lot of questions as much as possible. And they should not only restrict their learning to ICA study questions, and also they have to do the past exam questions, RTPs, MTPs, and
So, apart from the ICI study material questions, RTPs, past exams, and mock test papers. So, apart from this, is there any other material that you refer to during your preparation?
no, sir.
No, sir.
No. So, you feel, doing the previous exam questions, RTPs, and the ICI material will give you enough confidence and will prepare you, well enough for appearing for the examination.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So most of the students, they keep getting these questions. Is there any other book that we should refer to? Are there any other practice problems that we should solve? So answer to that is very clear, that you do these 3 or 4 things and you will be well prepared for the examination.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, wonderful. So, what would be your advice, Darshini, for the students, and how would you strategize and prepare?
Sir, I never allocated time to complete a subject like that. I never allocated any time, sir. I did everything. I never wasted any time, sir. I did everything every day. I'll be doing. I'll be reading all the subjects, sir, and
All the
I don't
subjects,
know four subjects, sir.
4 subjects, okay.
When we utilize the time properly, sir, we'll before the exam, at least before 20 to 30 days, we'll be completing all the portions, sir.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, we have a couple of comments coming in on YouTube where, our friends are wanting to understand. Did you guys study theory also in costing? Or
Yes,
did you
sir.
guys?
I studied, sir.
You studied. What about
Yes.
Sibi?
I did not study much, sir. Few questions I learned.
So,
And
how did you handpick those questions? For
sir,
which topic you studied and which topics you ignored? How did you choose what to study in theory and what to leave?
sir, what we can conceptually understand by listening to the practical chapters, those theory questions are also asked, sir, in the exams.
Okay.
Not straightforward, direct questions like difference between cost accounting, management accounting. Those kind of questions are also asked, and conceptual questions are also asked in the sixth question.
Theory questions where concepts are also involved. For example, identify the cost unit, or define cost control, cost reduction, difference between marginal standard, or questions which have a conceptual backing. Those are the ones that you really invested your time in, and you kind of maybe gave a glimpse over the rest of the topics, is what you're saying. Awesome.
Yes.
Did you attempt theory questions in your exam? So obviously we have a choice question that we can ignore and leave it. So did you guys actually attempt the theory question, or you left it?
No, sir. I left the theory question.
You left the theory question. Sibi,
I attempted the questions.
you attempted the question. Wonderful, wonderful. So few friends are also asking, why did both of you decide to give only one group and not both?
Sir, when we do both groups, we'll have to struggle more, sir. So I thought that after completing group one, if I do group two, I'll be not more stressed, sir.
Okay. What about you, Sibi?
Yes, sir. I thought it would be difficult for me to do both groups. I just for foundation also I did self study, sir, with IndigoLearn lectures. And for foundation I did slowly, sir.
Okay.
6 months patiently I was doing. So suddenly, how 8 subjects? I was pretty unsure about doing both
So
good.
it's better to be confident rather than being, in two minds. So both of you chose to be very confident and clear and, with a sole focus, you studied one group and you targeted that and cleared it.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. So is there anything that you would do differently if you were to write this exam again? Or if you were to, prepare for costing again right from scratch? Would you do anything differently from, what you had done earlier?
I think those.
What
Sir,
about
instead of solving problems, I'll read all the problems that I've solved earlier, sir. I'll just see the answer sheet and question paper, and I'll just read the questions, sir.
but I may not necessarily agree with that part because reading never helped me. So solving, you get the speed, you get the confidence. And of course, every person is different. But then good reading put you in a better position than solving the uh, questions for 15 times, question papers for 15 days. I have my own concerns. So, anyways, Ashwin is congratulating both of you firstly, and then he is assuming that both of you have done only online studies and you have studied from home. So the question that he is having is, did you guys ever feel bored, or like you have nothing to compare with, no friends to talk with during your preparation, and unable to track your progress? So when you're doing everything by yourself at home online and watching videos, so were you bored, and what was your motivation? What kept you going?
Sir, when I feel bored, I'll not study, sir. I'll close my books and I'll go for a walk, or after some, I'll be chatting with my parents, and after that, and only will come and study, sir.
So you'll take a small break, divert yourself, and then come back.
Yes, sir.
But you will get bored
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
every half an hour, every 2 hours.
2 hours, sir. 2 to 3 hours. If I sit continuously, I'll feel bored, sir. Then I'll do some other work, and then I'll come back and I'll.
Awesome. So that break is also important, and keep refreshing yourself is also equally important.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. What about Sibi? What
Uh,
about
I was actually more confused than bored because I was doing self-study. I did not exactly know how should the approach be. If I follow some approach, whether it be beneficial or not, I had some doubts. So because of that confusion itself, I was sometimes demotivated. I just suggest students not to be diffident over their approach. They should believe in their approach, and they should be confident throughout their journeys. So that's the
So, that brings to another question from the students. What was your motivation and what helped you, focus and not get diverted or deviated or demotivated from putting in that kind of effort? So, what was your motivation and what helped you focus?
sir. Motivation can be many things, sir.
Like,
So the hard work that we put, that itself makes us think good about ourselves, that it's possible. We have already put hard work in foundation, and we can do that in inter as well. So we can
okay.
derive motivation from ourselves.
So, success that you had tasted earlier was enough motivation for you to work hard this time.
Yes.
Awesome. What about Darshini? What was your motivation and what helped you focus?
So my parents, they motivated me more, sir. And I wanted to clear the exams within 4 months, sir. So when I waste time, I'll think of that I'll not be able to clear the exams within 4 months if I waste time, sir. Then again, I'll come back and sit there.
So, did you guys do some kind of meditation or other motivational practice, or you were all, happy with the way it was happening?
No, sir, I didn't do any no, meditation and all.
Nothing of that kind.
No, sir.
Awesome. So, one common question which we are getting from students is, how many months before the exam you have to complete all your classes. So when I say classes, you watching the video for the first time and understanding the concept, or you attending a live class. So this attending and learning for the first time, how many months before the exam you need to complete so as to have enough time to prepare and get done with it.
Sir, we should complete at least before 1 month, sir.
At least before one.
Yes, sir.
So all the 4 subjects you had completed 1 month before.
Yes, sir.
And how did you, kind of give it a structure? Which subject you did first, and how did you plan it? Or you are doing everything simultaneously?
No, sir. I'll allocate a subject. I'll allocate few days for a subject, sir. 2 days I'll be doing costing, and the other 2 days I'll be doing accounts. Like that, I completed, sir.
And 1 month before the exam, you are done with all the 4 subjects, and
Yes,
then last 1 month was only your revision, preparation, and
yes, sir.
mock tests and RTPs and all of that. All right. What about Sibi? How did you go?
Yes, sir. I did not complete the corporate law subjects fully. I don't know how to. I did not know how to proceed that. Whether I have to watch all the lectures, IndigoLearn videos, or I have to do the study material questions, theory questions. So I did not. I just left that subject pending, sir. Due to which I also did not get good marks in that subject. So I did not finish all the subjects fully.
Okay. So, one way of looking at it is identify your core competence, work hard on that competence, and, get so many marks in that subject so that it can compensate for the others. But having said that, you have to pass in every subject. 40 is minimum. So that much preparation you will have to strategically do. So, question to both of you. Out of the 4 papers, which subject you didn't like?
Sorry, sir.
Out of the 4 papers, 4 subjects, which was the subject or topic which you didn't like? Or relatively, out of the 4, which was not your, favorite subject?
All the subjects were interesting, sir, but because I was confused about that paper too, I did not show much interest towards that, sir. Other subjects were good, sir. That subject also, I could have made it interesting, but I could not do it, sir. But I liked all the subjects.
Okay. Awesome. So I think, one question is coming up from Bharati. How to score exemption and which lessons to be covered first?
Sir, I did not study based on the marks, sir. I thought of completing all the chapters, sir, and we studied everything. We revised everything. We did RTPs and MTPs, and we have got 90, sir. But I never I never studied based on marks, sir.
Okay. So you did not really strategize or, kind of look at the weightage, how much weightage each topic is carrying and, plan accordingly.
No, sir.
Okay. What was your experience Sibi, at this?
Whether I was aiming at marks, sir? Is that the question?
Yes. So the question is not that. The question is, did you strategize? Did you focus more on something and focus less on something to be able to, get the exemption? Or what was the, did you give more preference to some topics and less preference to the other? Or did you, give equal amount of effort to all of the topics?
I tried to study all the topics the same pace and interest, and but I was not able to do that, sir. Certain chapters I could not do the best revision. Standard costing and all, I could not revise all the sums for exam.
Okay. So, as a student, it happens multiple times during your preparation. Maybe 10 days before the exam or 15 days, a month before the exam. you get a feeling that you're running short of time. The time is not enough. There is so much more to do. Whether I remember what I had studied earlier, or will I be able to answer? Will I remember? Will I not remember? So such type of questions keep coming naturally to a student. So were you also facing similar kind of questions, and how did you deal with that?
Sir, even I had that fear, sir. But I used to tell myself that whatever the time is, we can only do what we can do, sir. We cannot do what we can't do, sir. So I used to utilize the time efficiently, but I used to motivate myself, sir.
Okay. And Sibi, did you
Yeah,
have
I
any
also,
fears, or you're all okay? You never thought about that.
sir, any question you asked, sir?
Uh, I'm saying, did you have such fears? Any fears? Whether I will be able to complete, whether I will be able to remember. I have very little time left now. So much is yet to be covered. So how did you face those fears, and what did you tell yourself to, keep going and keep pushing?
I had a lot of time, sir, so I had to believe that I can do those things. I can study a lot of questions
So you
once
started
to me.
early, you planned well, and you did things in advance. So you did not allow yourself to go in that position where you will have to deal with such kind of fears.
Yes.
Awesome. So how many months, Sibi? So since you're telling you had a lot of time, your friends are wanting to understand how much was too much. So how much time did you actually give yourself to not allow to go into that position? Was it 5 months, 6 months? So from the day you started your classes for the first time till the examination, how much time?
For casting, sir, or all the subjects?
Generally for the entire preparation.
Um, Sorry, I did not get the question, sir. Can I?
So from the time you started preparing and attending classes till the examination, how much time did you give yourself? Was it 5 months, 6 months, or maybe more? Or how many months did you put in the effort?
Yeah, it would be around 8 months, sir.
About 8 months. And at the beginning, were you clear that it will be only one group, or you prepared for all the eight and then at some point decided that it will be one group?
At the beginning itself was four papers, one group.
So you had clear 8 months time frame, and you were clear that I will study these four subjects and appear for these four subjects, and I'll do accordingly.
Yes, but in between the doubts are coming, sir. Whether I have to choose the next second group also, but that was too late to think about group two, sir. At the time when I had the thought.
But practically tell me, if a student decides that, okay, let me start attending the classes and prepare for the exam, and has a clarity of mind that they have to do only one group, how much time is sufficient practically?
4 to 5 months is sufficient.
Right from watching the first video lecture for
Yes,
four
sir.
subjects and writing the
Five
exam.
months. 5 months, I think.
5 months should be sufficient with 8 to 10 hours every day.
Yes, sir. Also, initially, I studied nearly for 10 to 12 hours, sir. Then, after completing all the videos, I really completed the videos within 2.5 or 3 months, sir. I'll be watching it at 1.2 or 1.5, sir, sometime. So, I was able to complete all the videos early, sir. So, if we do like that, we'll be completing by 3 months, I think. 3.5 months, we'll be completing.
Okay. And did you guys use some highlighters or underlining or some color pens in your exam?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Is it allowed?
Sir,
Is it allowed? Can you highlight and underline and do all of that?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
You don't know. But you guys didn't do all of that.
No, sir.
no,
Okay.
sir.
And Sibi, what was your individual score? You said 90.
92.
92. Yeah. So one question is how to segregate, which is a hard chapter and easy chapter during the preparation. So how were you able to determine what was hard for you and what was easy for you? A student is having that question, and once you decide that something is hard, how do you deal with it?
Sir, I feel I don't like theory subjects, sir. So I gave time more for theory subjects, sir. I forget theory subjects very easily, sir. So I gave more revision and more time for theory subjects, sir. Sir, the video has stopped, sir.
Hello everyone. So there is some slight issue at Pranay's end and the power failure. I think we have majorly covered the questions of the students. So we'll conclude the session here. Thank you so much, Sibi and Aathma for making it. Thanks a lot. And if there are some follow-up questions of the students, we'll take up that at forums. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All the best for your group 2 and students also. If there are any questions, please reach out at forums. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.